Hi everybody. Alright, this is going to be on the wildfires in around the Fort McMurray area, or McMurray area of Alberta, Canada. Best of my knowledge, I'm still completely unable to bring you the images of the websites, and I know how to fix it, and I'll do that tonight. I will basically have to just reinstall my XSplit, and it will allow me the grace to be able to actually show you the web pages again. I'm not certain why, if I have some kind of some kind of spam or something on my computer stopping me if I reach some kind of limit where XSplit has to be reinstalled, or if it's some other kind of hack situation. But I'm getting my information from CBS.
More evacuations are
Oh,
underway in Canada as
yeah, we understand. So I'm getting my information from CBS News. So it looks like the bigger news agencies are covering this. It's come from CBS and AP. Massive convoy moving evacuees from wildfire zones. Fort McMurray, Alberta. A massive convoy is underway Friday to move evacuees stranded at oil field camps north of fire rampage in McMurray, Alberta. Though the community to safe areas, or through the community to safe areas south of the Canadian oil sands capital. Police and military were overseeing the procession of 1,500 vehicles. Meanwhile, massive airlift of evacuees was expected to resume a day after 8,000 people were flown out. In all, 80,000 people have left Fort McMurray. Officials say no deaths or injuries related to the fire have been reported. Turns out the city supposedly is so burned out it looks bombed out. So Ben Tracy of CBS, I'm guessing Alberta, was actually the one to say that, this is the way it looks. It looks like there was, a major conflict going on. So I'm wondering what the reasoning is for this, because usually when there's some massive natural disaster and it's not even fire season, I mean, you'd expect this in like July. There's usually some kind of covert military or police situation going on, and I think this is training to how to massively move people from their homes. I really do. And whether you're in the United States or Canada or Mexico or any other place, it doesn't matter. I think this is like Jade Helm, but with fire. And this is like a pre-planned situation so they can learn how to move people out of their homes into designated areas. And I think this was pre-planned, because I'm not getting one single source that says how this fire came to be where they had to move 88,000 people. I'm sorry, folks, that only happens if you're, using the assistance of government, military, police, and others. Whether one group is covert or not, I don't know. But anyways, this is what I believe. I believe this is basically planning for that. And the Alberta provincial government, which declared a state of emergency, said that more than 1,100 firefighters, 145 helicopters, 138 pieces of heavy equipment, 22 air tankers were fighting the fire. And basically their own manager of wildfire prevention said the rain is needed and they basically need a higher level of assistance. Environment Canada forecasts a 40% chance of showers in the area on Saturday. So, in other words, they're probably not going to get it, but I'm certain if they called the HARP station in Anchorage, they could probably get it within hours. I would literally just call. I'd say, look, we know what you guys are doing. We know what kind of super weapon you have. We have a massive fire, and you need to make it rain. Do you understand? Click. But anyways, folks, I still believe beyond any reasonable doubt that this is training how to move massive populations through a temperate war zone and how to house people and stuff like that. I mean, they've got to move 80-some thousand people. You can't tell me that isn't a Jay Helm scenario or whatever Canada's version of that would be. I mean, it's oddly enough, if you put fire on something, everybody's got to move, but, you know, I really wonder what the situation was really hiding. Usually when something like this happens, I know I've said this, but, you know, their government is doing something where that land has to be destroyed, and this is an unfortunate situation. So, looks like the Alberta government's providing cash to 80,000 evacuees from Fort McMurray, to help them with their immediate needs. Premier Rachel Notley said her cabinet has approved a payment of $1,250 Canadian dollars. It'd be 967 US. Per adult, and 500 Canadian, 387 per dependent, at a cost to the province of 100 million, which is roughly 77 million USD. So this is a briefing in Edmonton that was done. So this is huge, folks. I'm sorry, folks, but this is a kind of a black project to learn to move massive amounts of people out of their homes. And guess what? If you don't obey the orders, guess what happens? They just put a natural disaster on your front door, and now you are forced into occupancy. You are forced into relocation. It's coming. Nobody wants to believe me. But it is coming, and they couldn't do it in America's back door because everybody would know. They did it up in Canada. It's sad, folks. It truly is. Thank you. I'm trying to end it. They have my stuff hacked, so I got to kind of keep clicking the broadcast button so it gets to a point where I can stop this. I apologize. And I had it just a minute ago, and here we go. It flashed again. Maybe this time. Here we go. All right, guys. Thanks.